New cooking corner just dropped.
What? You're kidding!
Hey guys, new cooking corner just dropped.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Season 10 premiere of Cooking Corner with me, Giuseppe CrimiVaroli. Today for you, we're going to be making a classic summertime dessert, baked stuffed bananas. Now, in terms of ingredients, you're going to want the following. You're going to want some bananas. A single recipe calls for 4 bananas, but it's always good to have extra in case something goes wrong. So I've got 6 bananas. You're going to need 1 egg. You're going to need some Nutella. You're going to need a small package of raspberries. You're going to need some room temperature puff pastry sheets. And you're going to want something to top it with. I'm going to be topping mine with whipped cream and caramel syrup. Now, in terms of hardware, you're going to need the following. You're going to need a small bowl, a cutting board, a fork and a spoon, a sharp knife, a baking sheet, and some tin foil. Moving right along to step number 1, and step number 1 is going to be wash your hands. Go ahead, turn the water on, stick your mitts underneath, get them nice and moist. Once your hands are sufficiently wet, take some soap, squirt it on there. 2 squirts is my preference. Then go ahead, rub that soap all around on your hands. Get in between the fingers. Get on the back of the knuckles. Once your hands are nice and soapy, you can stick them back under the water and wash all that soap off. Once you're convinced your hands are nice and clean, you can turn the water off. Grab yourself a towel, dry your hands, and we're ready to cook. Moving on to step number 2, and step number 2 is going to be turn your bananas into boats. So, go ahead and grab your banana and start by peeling them all. You want to try to keep the banana as intact as possible. Just like that. Once you've got your banana peeled, you're going to take your knife and cut along the side. You want to cut a shallow cut into this banana, kind of follow along the grooves that are on the banana. Once you've cut down the grooves, cut across, and you can use your spoon to start scooping out the banana innards. For those of you who are longtime fans, this is very similar to when we made stuffed zucchini. Now, ideally you'll be able to scoop out about half of your banana, but you got to be careful so that you don't break the walls of said banana. Once you've scooped out your banana, you can go ahead and delicately place it on your baking sheet. Just like that. Once you've hollowed out all of your bananas, you can move on to step number 3. And step number 3 is going to be stuff your bananas. So, go ahead and grab your Nutella, open the bad boy up. Once you've got your Nutella open, grab a spoon and start filling your bananas with it. Go ahead and spoon the Nutella into your bananas now. And once you've filled your banana with Nutella, go ahead, grab your raspberries, and place some in the Nutella. You can add as many raspberries as you like, but once they're in there, you just want to push them down into the Nutella a little bit. Once your bananas are all stuffed, you're ready to move on to the next step. Right before you move on to step 4, it'd be a good opportunity to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. With your oven preheated, it's time to move on to step number 4. And step number 4 is going to be wrap your bananas. Now, what you're going to want to do is take your room temperature puff pastry and unfold it. Be careful not to split it or crack it. Now, you're going to want to cut your puff pastry up into even strips. I recommend for each sheet, you should try and get 5 strips out of it. So go ahead, take your knife, and cut up your puff pastry. And you should have 5 pretty even strips at the end. Once you've got your strips cut up, you're going to grab one of your stuffed bananas and start wrapping it up like a mummy. Watch me do it now. So, make sure you've only got 1 strip on your cutting board and transfer a banana on top of it. Once your banana's on top, you can fold one end up and start wrapping it the other way. Now you can take another strip and continue to wrap it. Pinch these bad boys together a little bit. Once you've got your banana wrapped, you can transfer it back to your baking sheet. Now, before you move on to step number 5, you need to brush these with an egg wash. To make an egg wash, you're just going to crack an egg into a bowl. Then use a fork to scramble it. And once it's scrambled, you can use either a brush or your fork to just spread it over your pastries. Good?
Do you say pastries?
Did I say pastries?
I think it said pastries.
Well, we'll take it from me scrambling the egg.
Okay.
Once your egg is scrambled, you can just brush it over your pastries. Now, to spread the egg wash, you would typically use a brush. But if you don't have a brush, you can just use your fingers. Go ahead, stick your fingers into the egg, and just start spreading it over the pastry. Not the prettiest, but it gets the job done. After you've brushed your bananas, you can use a paper towel to get any excess egg off of the baking sheet. Once you've applied an egg wash to all your bananas, it's time to move on to step number 5. And step number 5 is going to be bake your bananas. Now, for this step, our oven is at 350 degrees. We're going to put our bananas in and bake them for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, we're going to check them. So, after the 15 minutes, we waited about another 8 minutes, and now, after a sum total of 23 minutes, our bananas are ready to come out of the oven. So, let's take them out. Oh my, those are looking delicious. Time for the final step, which is going to be plating. So, go ahead, grab yourself a spatula, and scoop one of your baked bananas onto a plate. Once you've got it on a plate, you can dress it up with some whipped cream and caramel syrup. And just like that, you're ready to enjoy. Now let's go in for a little taste test. was delicious. That concludes this week's episode and kicks off season 10 of Cooking Corner with me, Giuseppe CrimiVaroli. I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly know I did. If you liked this video, leave a like below. If there's something you want to see on the channel, leave it in the comments. I'm always trying to make new dishes. If you like videos like this, subscribe to my channel. We're putting out new content all the time. Until I see you again, bye-bye now.